Okay, so talking AFC football today, I swear, man, teams that have won five of the past eight Super Bowls, i.e., New England and Pittsburgh, something's wrong, man. I mean, really, Pittsburgh's lost four straight. New England's losing first back-to-back since I think 2003. Something's really wrong here, man. I don't think they're intimidating people the way they used to. You talk about a team that misses somebody. Pittsburgh misses Troy Polamalu. They have no big plays on defense. They can't come up with picks at the end of the game, especially against Oakland when it hits them straight between the numbers. Can't have that, man, if you're going to make the playoffs. And Ben Roethlisberger, I mean, he gets the job done, but something is clearly wrong there. He still looks like he's recovering from that concussion. Something's not right. But Tom Brady, I mean, he's just not intimidating anybody no more, man. Yeah, he can throw deep to Moss and Welker, but when it comes to that, man, when it comes to the second half, I don't think they're recovering. I just think they're getting old right in front of us, man. They're turning into the San Antonio Spurs of the NFL. But, I mean, their defense as well, man. They cannot stop anybody when it comes down to that. And that's leaving teams like Miami, who's now 6-6, only a game back. They're 7-5. New England, of all teams, 7-5 for New England. That really is not cutting it. That shows that something is going on that's wrong in New England. But what's the deal with Jacksonville? Jacksonville's in the playoffs right now. If the playoffs were to start today, that team plays in front of probably nobody, and they're in the playoffs right now. So I mean, that's ridiculous. They're doing something right in there. And then Tennessee, talk about a quarterback change. Them and Oakland, a quarterback change can require and can do that much. I mean, Tennessee's won 5 of the last 6, and it's just Vince Young. After that Arizona game, he's made me a believer. But like I said, there's something wrong among the top 2 teams in the AFC when they're struggling to hang on to make the playoffs. But hey, I know this is completely off topic, but look at Oakland. How big of a bust is Jamarcus Russell when Bruce Gradkowski is your starting quarterback, and he's beating teams left and right. He beat Pittsburgh in the last minute. That just doesn't happen. But yeah, man. And then who's getting lost in all the mix here? Team that just keeps winning and winning, and nobody even really pays attention to it. Indianapolis. It's almost like they're expected to go 11-0 and 12-0 and starting. I mean, are we just completely just so oblivious to it that they're that good and they can do this much? Just like, oh well, I'm not worried too much about them. And then who else is there, man? Cincinnati. Cincinnati should be 10-2 right now. Real talk. Cincinnati should be 10-2. How do you lose? That Denver game in Week 1 is coming back to just kick them straight in the butt, man. That sucks. I mean, you have a tip pass go for 88 yards. They should be 10-2. And Carson Palmer and Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco or whatever he's called, I mean, they're killing it right now. Their defense is playing good, and even without Roy Williams, they're just playing good football right now, man. And then after last night, I'm sorry, Baltimore. Sometimes you play with heart. When you're Ray Lewis, you know what you're gonna get. But outside of that, I mean, I'm not seeing any fight whatsoever. Once you get down going into the fourth quarter, it seems like y'all just pretty much like y'all just throw in the towel. I don't even know what to say to that, man. And then who else is coming on? San Diego. Did San Diego really finally put it together, man? Really? I mean, it's been 6 years since that whole Drew Brees, which I think y'all were stupid, by the way. I mean, Phillip Rivers is good, but who would you have? Drew Brees or Phillip Rivers? Me personally, I think Drew Brees. Probably league's MVP right now. But I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all I got for today. New England, get your stuff together. You're going to be left out, and Miami's going to win the division again. So they're coming for you. So y'all better win out, and don't sleep on those Bengals, man. They're just slowly winning and winning and winning and winning. You never know. Indy, they're gonna be in the Super Bowl anyway. I mean, I can't bet against Peyton Manning, but if anybody's gonna beat them, don't think Cincinnati can't. All right. And it's a toss up right now. Who's your MVP? I personally think this boy right here, Peyton Manning. But I mean, if you wanted to make an argument for Drew Brees, I'm all ears. I'm completely for that. So, hey, Another good week coming up. Let's see what happens. Peace.